We'll have a moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, good morning. It is December 11th. It is 10 o'clock. All three county commissioners here. And we will now have consents and approvals from our county administrator.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
We have 20 exonerations for $9,299.61. No minutes for this morning. Vouchers, General County Fund, $86,558.20. Coal severance, $23,000. 911, $515.28. Chestnut Ridge Park, $1,051.96. Mason-Dixon Park, $2,059.76. Assessor's valuation, $458.91. Morgantown Industrial TIF, $4,232.50. Purchasing card vouchers, General County Fund, $28,656.54. 911, $192.66. Home confinement, $7,185.13. Chestnut Ridge Park, $410.60. Mason-Dixon Park, $162.29. Assessor's valuation, $138.59. For a voucher total of $154,622.42. Position vacancies for boards and authorities: Western Board of Zoning Appeals, Mon County Planning Commission, Mon County Development Authority, Camp Muffley Advisory Board, the Mon County Abandoned and Dilapidated Enforcement Agency, Mon County no, you can take that off. Mason-Dixon Park Advisory Board, and fiduciary orders for December 11th, 2019.
Move for approval.
Second.
Properly moved and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. It passes. Okay, introduction of new employees. I can't see. Is there anyone?
No.
Okay. At this time, we will have comments from the public. If anyone would like to come up and speak, feel free. We'd love to hear from you. Meeting, public portion is now open. Okay, moving forward. It's a holiday, so we're looking at Colleen Kuhn and grants. Good morning, Colleen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have requests for reimbursement for the Governor Highway Safety Program, the Click It or Ticket portion in the amount of $218.60. Safe Communities in the amount of $282. Impaired driving in the amount of $2,754.55. And the VOCA grant in the amount of $6,902.72.
Move for approval.
Second.
Properly moved and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes. Thank you very much. We have Mon County Abandoned and Dilapidated Property Enforcement Agency request to move the property owned by Hilton Holdings LLC, described as District 1 Map 7A Parcel 26, to the complaint stage.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
On behalf of the Monongalia County Committee for Abandoned and Dilapidated Properties, I would like to request that the property located at 68 Front Street, Milano, West Virginia, parcel 26, map 7A, owned by Hilton Holdings LLC, be moved to complaint. The allotted time of the notice of violation has expired and the property is not in compliance. We believe that chronological documentation and pictures regarding this property have been submitted to your office.
Move for approval.
Second.
Properly moved and second, and thank you for doing this. All those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you.
We appreciate it. Any other? Okay. Correspondence.
We only have one item.
Okay.
It's from the Town of Star City. Please accept this letter as our written request and approval to proceed with questions regarding the Star City TIF administrative expenses. Approval of the directive to allow Mr. Tom Amon, to proceed in contact United Bank regarding these expenses was completed on November 19th at our regularly scheduled meeting, and the minutes from the meeting are attached. And they agreed to let Tom Amon contact United Bank regarding the TIF modification that they want to do.
Okay, good.
We'll go ahead and notify Tom if he hasn't been notified already.
Yes.
Yeah. And they have, and they're going to wait, and then they're going to see what he says. Then they're going to come back to us with the information, too.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Any unfinished business?
No, sir.
Okay, new business. To consider for approval a financial advisory agreement between the Mon County Commission and Cruz and Associates Incorporated.
Similar to what we did with the last bond issue, we brought in Cruz Associate to be another set of eyes to review the bond issuance and the information that we're being provided from Municap and Key Bank and the developers to make sure that it passed all their litmus tests. So I think that was a very wise and prudent use of county dollars. Well, actually, these dollars come out of the TIF district, so that's why we're setting up this additional agreement for the additional bond issue to
Yes.
provide the same amount of services. So I would move to approve.
Second, I
Bob?
think they've done excellent.
Yes, properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, passes. To consider appointments to the Mon County Community Criminal Justice Board as one appointment and the Mon County Deputy Sheriff's Civil Service Commission as another.
That we have a request from former Judge Russell Clodges. He used to be on the board while he was sitting as a judge, and now that he is retired, he still would like to participate, so he needs to be moved to a voting member.
So move to approve Judge Clodges to the Monongalia County Community Criminal Justice Board.
Second, it's nice to have a volunteer.
Yeah, properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The second one is more or less just a confirmation. The appointment of Jeffrey Compton by the Deputy Sheriff's Association. They have nominated him to continue to serve.
So we need to approve that. Move to approve.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you.
Okay. Consideration to approve funding of $1,300, up to $1,300, to the Upper Mon River Association to defray the cost of liability insurance for board members.
Move to approve.
Second.
Properly moved in second, and this was discussed at our work session, and you can see what it's to the cost of the liability insurance for the board members.
And again, I'm appreciative, very appreciative
Yes.
of Barry Play and all of his efforts in this regard. And this is a small contribution regarding the what we get out of his efforts. So,
Yes.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Passes. Consider approval of amendments to the lease purchase agreement between the Mylan Park Foundation Incorporated and the Mon County Commission.
move for approval.
Second.
Properly moved in second, and did you want to just explain, Jim?
Yeah, what this is we had a lease purchase agreement. This is for our extension building project, and what we're doing is we're extending the dates. Obviously, we had a delay in the project, so we're extending the dates accordingly, and also updating the language in regards to the contributions to the project by commission. So this basically allows for us to then enter into the ground lease, which we'll be taking up in a week or so. We have the documents, we just have to formally approve them.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it passes. Is there any more new business?
No, sir.
Great. Reports from elected officials? I'm looking around, don't see any reports. Okay, Ed, reports from county commissioners?
Last Thursday, both Sean and I attended the Farm Bureau Christmas party at our new Monongalia County Extension Services and 4-H Center. Very good crowd. Matter of fact, we packed a room, so that will give us great justification for the use downstairs when that part of the building is open. Monday, I did represent our county commission at a meeting of the Mountaineer Trail Network, and that was in Preston County. Happy to report that there were 10 counties that were present in this. They ranged from Lewis and over to Mineral County. So this was a law that was written for essentially us to create a trail network. And I'd like to perhaps maybe make a definition as to lose the word network. We're not looking to create something that interconnects through all the counties. We're looking for something that they don't have to be connected. We're looking at a way of promotion of this pilot project. So what I've asked is that their representatives who put on the presentation come before us in work session and present what they would want, which is actually to have a nomination of 2 individuals to be on the board. After the board is established, then a set of bylaws will be written, and after that, then they apply for the 501c status and then begin to promote. And that's the key element, I think, in the beginning, is to promote the use of the trails in our 3 county and however other many counties wish to enjoy on this. We have trails, but the actual physical promotion of it can be enhanced by this Mountaineer Trail Network and then expanded in the scope as the years go by. So I think that's going to be exciting as an economic driver in the long run to get tourists to come in here, spend their money, and have a good time and go back home. Yesterday, we did present as a group, this body, County Commission, to the community leaders at the legislative breakfast. We gave a report on what we encountered at the DOH, as well as me giving the report that I just gave to you about the Mountaineer Trail Network, followed by our regular meeting at the Extension office, which was a good discussion on the equipment that will be necessary for the incubator kitchen. And then lastly, to go to the shack. And it's a place that has always meant about a great deal to me. The day after I was elected, I actually went to the shack because I wanted to make sure that they understood we would still be a really good partner and have continued to work with them. So we were able to provide some funding for a bridge at ribbon cutting. And then tomorrow I have a landmark commission, and we have one more meeting, I guess, in this year.
Thank you.
So I'll be repeating a few things that Commissioner Hawkins said, but last week, as Commissioner Hawkins did indicate, I went to the Farm Bureau Christmas dinner. It was wonderful, and we had it in the, when I first saw it was scheduled for the conference room, I know this dinner is usually at the Core Community Center, which is basically an old gym. So I was a little concerned that we didn't have the space, and Ed's response to me was, we're farmers, we'll adapt. Because now we do have a beautiful space in that building that they're currently putting the ceiling in and painting the walls. That will be plenty of space. But Ed's right, we did pack that room. I don't know what the count was. Probably around close to 75 or so people.
Oh yes, at least. Yeah.
You know, so it was really cool to start seeing the building being utilized, and a lot of the individuals took the opportunity to take a tour of the extension office area and the ag area that is currently, they just put carpet down last week. So we're looking to have agriculture in there next beginning of the year. So it's all coming together. On Friday, I attended a presentation provided by the assistant attorney for the Northern District, Andy Koger, on human trafficking 101. So it was a very informative presentation in regards to what technically is human trafficking, what isn't, in regards to how it relates to minors. It was eye-opening, and I think the statistics in regards to human trafficking are going up because people are becoming more aware of what it actually is and seeing more examples of it. So I appreciate Dr. Smith making that presentation available, and it was a pretty good crowd there to take in the presentation. First thing Monday, I met with Dr. Campbell and his senior staff. They asked that I meet with them just to kind of go over a couple ongoing things, work that we hope to accomplish between the Board of Education and the Commission. Then I had a meeting with the Milan Park Executive Director, Keith Hernstrom, as we work towards the as we're now operational at the Milan Park Aquatic Facility. I do have a number of individuals that I've asked to give me feedback in regards to how the facility is doing in regards to meeting the needs of the public. And when I did get those comments, I forward them to Keith, who is the executive director, that's responsible for hearing that his staff institutes those programs. So there's always going to be bumps and bruises. But we're working through those, and largely I'm getting a lot of really good positive input in regards to the facility. Yesterday was the legislative kickoff. We had our kickoff for our legislative body. After that, we had a Mon County Extension Building Project meeting, and then as Commissioner Hawkins mentioned, we had the Shack Neighborhood House bridge ribbon cutting ceremony. And it is great to finally see this bridge in operations. I was very concerned regarding the previous bridge. They've done emergency repairs a number of times to that bridge, and they got to the point where they couldn't load the kids on the building side of the bridge. That they would bring the kids over the bridge and load them by the highway, just because there was a concern. If you needed to get a fire truck in there, it was a concern. So. I'm happy that the commission could be part of making this happen, and I'm happy for the facility, because without that bridge, there's a lot of people that would not be served. So I appreciate all their efforts into making this happen. It wasn't an easy project. Anytime you have volunteers that are providing skill, and I appreciate AECOM, who provided the engineering part of it, where they basically gave them the roadmap that they can bid out, and were there, donating their time to make the project happen. Specifically, Keith Knotts, who I used to work with at AECOM, and Dane Anderson, who is the program manager for the site operations contract at NETL. I appreciate all their efforts. They're, for nothing, in helping, and they do other things for the Shack too. They've helped them with their pool facility. They've done a number of improvements through the facility, so I can't thank them enough for everything they do. Today, regular business. Tomorrow's another full day of meetings. I have Milan Park board meeting first thing in the morning at 7:30. I have a red team meeting at 9, Development Authority meeting at noon, a meeting with the Morgantown Industrial Park developers to discuss the Harmony Grove Interchange project, and an exciting project that they may be bringing to the park. And then top it off with the Morgantown Christmas Parade at night. So it's a long day. Then Friday, I do not know whether they're still having the W Christmas party. I was RSVP'd to go, but as you see in the paper this morning, President Gee has had hip surgery, and I've been told tentatively that they weren't going to have the get together. So I'm waiting to find out. Hopefully, we'll get official word. And I wish Dr. Gee well. I believe he's having a hip replacement, so I kind of know how that goes. Apparently, those aren't as painful as the knees, so hopefully he has a speedy recovery and back to full health. And that's all. And from a personal standpoint, Saturday is an important day for me. An individual that has basically raised me turns 91, so I'd like to wish an early happy birthday to my surrogate mother, Marge Dzakowicz, up in Weirton, and hopefully I'll get a chance to talk to her. But she's 91. She's raised 9 kids on her own, and also, in addition, helped raise me. So I really hope she has another 91 more years. That's not impossible, but she really is a treasure. So that's all I have.
Thank you. This has been an eventful past week and this week. As Sean said, we discussed our meeting from the state DOH at the MAP legislative session, and I do want to say that the one agreement that all the legislators, both Democratic and Republican, have stated that one of our requests was to pass the DOH formula early in the session, so that if it needed to be vetoed, they would do that. And that was something that we had a commitment from them, which is very important. Yesterday, I attended lunch. I was invited to attend lunch at the community kitchen, and I can't say enough for those volunteers who do that every day, and sat and met and talked with a number of the individuals who came there, and they average about 80 to 100 individuals each time. And yesterday, Little Caesars came to there and brought pizzas for everyone, which was really nice. The one interesting thing they all talked about was the concern of the bus system and how it was moved out of the city of Morgantown and how much more difficult it made their lives, especially those who were actually working or part-time and had to use it. So it was something I did not realize, and I'm going to take back. It was not a complaint to the bus system because they're doing what they can, but it extended the one person who was pregnant, 6.5 months, works part-time at WVU Hospital, left at 4 o'clock, does not get home to Marjorie Gardens to 6:30. And that's a long day. So it was something that I did not realize. Since I see Tim here, I'm going to announce, I talked to Tim and Jack that the recycling gurus, the three of us are going to sit down and meet. There are some issues that we're going to have to reassess. I can say that the recycling in the county has dropped, not as much on the Saturdays, but over in the Westover, and there's some problems over there that we're going to sit down and talk about, and I think this community is going to have to make some changes, or we're going to have to make some radical changes. So it's something we're going to talk about. I can say, I'm proud to say that for Home for the Holiday, I can give you an update. We now have 5 households that have moved into homes, and we have 5 more that are on the waiting list, and we are looking for 1-bedroom apartments, and especially one bedroom apartment that's handicap accessible that we're looking at. So that is moving forward. I will be meeting with the Board of Education and a number of people on Monday about the National Youth Sports Program. There are some real problems about possibly continuing it, and we're going to just talk about some ideas and views of what we can possibly do in the future. Tomorrow we have the Fresh Start program where we bring in produce for the schools, but Saturday is our last food giveaway, and I hope, Ben, if you want to put it in the paper, it is going to be, and we want to thank Carrie for allowing us to be at the election center, because it's probably the last time we can use it for about 2 years because of all the elections going on. But she's volunteered to allow us to use it from 11 to 1. It will be up there. So I do really appreciate that. Basically, I will not be here next Wednesday, so I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah. And do we have a motion?
Move to adjourn.
So moved.
Pop moving second. We be gone.